Hello, hello. I am here being extra cozy. Ooh, why can't you see? Uh-oh. Let's see. Is it gonna let me? Oh no, is it gonna be weird today? Of course it's gonna be weird today. Why wouldn't it be? Let's see, let's see. Hello? What about now? Why can't you guys see? Oh no! Great. Great. Love this. Hell yeah. Can you guys see? I can't see. Oh no. What's happening? Okay, hold on. A little sweaty now because I'm nervous because it's not work. We could see for a second. What is this? What about now? What's happening? Also, hi Dad and hi Lex. Dad, don't say anything dumb. Thank you. That's what you get for streaming when I was about to go to bed? About to go to bed? Isn't it like noon there? Oh my goodness. Hello, what is going on? Oh my goodness, this has never happened. And of course, when I'm in a rush to stream is when it doesn't want to stream. Okay, it's working now. It's working now. Don't touch anything. Don't touch anything. It's good. Okay, Lex, what time is it there? I'm curious. It's almost 1 a.m.? What do you mean it's almost 1 a.m.? Here I was being like, maybe this is a good time to stream too because Lex is probably awake. Oops. I obviously have miscalculated the time. You know what? It's fine. We're here. We're playing Beacon Pines. We could always catch up later, right? That's what my VODs are for. And now it's flashing. Do you guys see that? What is going on? Okay. Do you guys see it flashing or is that just on my end? Oh, come on, OBS. Let's not do this today. Let's not do this today, OBS. Come on. No flashing? Okay, maybe it's just OBS being ridiculous. You're sorting? Okay, I don't, Dad. No, we're not doing this. Have a great sleep, Lex. Have fun. Don't have any bad dreams. So we're playing Beacon Pines. I have a very limited amount of time right now. So we're gonna hop into it and play some creepy story game. It'll be fun. When we last left off, I think we were torturing this poor man. Right? Is that what we're doing? Yeah, it was. I'm going to skip through this really quick because we already saw this. Skip, 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 skip. We saw all of this. So this is where Beck was asking him what was going on.
Heading for the stairs, Mr. Tolliver hesitated and turned to Beck with a puzzled look. She grinned and gave him a peppy wave. With a shrug, he continued up the stairs, whistling a jaunty tune.
Okay. We probably saw this, but I'm going to reread it. Not helping myself as far as time goes. It's fine. You guys catch that? Sure did. This whole time, Mr. Tolliver's had a candy shelf, but all he ever sells us is apples.
Beck blinked slowly in disappointment.
Oops. The password, Rolo. Well, sure. But once things are back to normal, I'll be having a word with Mr. Tulliver about that candy shelf. Fine. In the meantime, I've got an idea. If you guys hear weird noises, cats have the zoomies, as per usual. You know the drill.
She turned to the table and began tearing small scraps of paper.
Has he heard a He said he heard a password on the radio. And any good spy transmission is never what it seems.
Beck
I
marked
can't speak
each scrap of
today.
paper
It's a mess.
and leaned
We're
back.
working it out. We just need to find the hidden meaning. Okay. What's another word for underground? Buried, covered. Could it be a cover-up? Maybe it's one of those each letter is a number thingies. So U would be 21. N would be 14. D would be... Ooh, it's an anagram. Nun Creed's drugstore.
Luca and Beck looked at Rollo with amazement.
Rollo, that was incredible. Well, it's either that or Krend Nude Rug Store. Rollo, get out. Yeah, I think you were right the first time. How did you do that? What can I say? I love ciphers. Well, I guess we know where to go next. Let's go. I'm glad it's not flashing for you guys, because in my OBS it keeps like giving me like a flashing screen. I don't know what's... This has never happened to OBS before. It's being super funky. Oh well. Investigate the drugstore. Oh. What are you doing here? You scared me half to death. Sorry. You kids haven't seen Mr. Tulliver around, have you? Nope. He's got me waiting around like the last slice of pie. I swear, that man would be late to his own funeral. She's cute. Let's go. Okay. To Nun Creeds, yay. The guy that murdered us, like, one time, but still, it was enough. One time is enough for me. You're late, Augustus. Sorry, sister. Was caught up with work. Work? You? I had a few more details to lock down for the festival. Oh, what do you have to report? What is this Insipid Town Festival really about? I think...
Bess looked around nervously.
I think Mr. Kerr really does just want to do something good for the town. He's actually a pretty nice guy. You should spend some time with him. I didn't pull strings installing you as mayor so you could make friends. Your job is to help me figure out what Kerr and Perennial Harvest's true intentions are with this town. We have a responsibility. This is our father's town. Was. Excuse me? This was our father's town. He's gone, Eris, and he isn't coming back. Father left us with nothing but problems. Mr. Kerr came here and offered to help us. We accepted that help. We didn't agree to them turning Father's warehouse into a toxic dumping ground. That is just a temporary arrangement. The glow can be seen from our damn backyard. They are dumping their nasty little secrets on us. When all of this inevitably goes wrong, who do you think will be blamed?
Eris's cry hung in the air.
We have a new choice to make now, sister. This town is going to change whether we like it or not. Are we going to choose to be a part of that future, or be forgotten in the past? It's a shame. Father named you Augustus, but you will always just be a Gus. Good night, Eris. I'll see you at breakfast tomorrow. Dang. Dang. It's getting late, children. So we're going to the drugstore still, right? Okay. Let's go. You're in front. Why?
Solomon stood proudly at the entrance to the drugstore, holding a brown bag overflowing with black licorice.
Hey, Solomon. We're looking for Mr. Nuncreed. Is he still in there? I'm afraid not. Then where'd you get the candy from? You might say we have an arrangement.
Solomon shoveled a surprising amount of licorice into his mouth.
Sometimes it's the small pleasures in life. Though we might not always have family to rely on, licorice has never let me down. Well, I can't say licorice would be my first choice. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. But whatever floats your boat. You can tell a lot about a person by their choice of confection. Oh, yeah, I guess. I like sour globs. I'm certain you do. I always wonder why Mr. Nuncreed kept licorice in stock. You must eat enough of it to make it worthwhile. There are many ways to earn loyalty. For some, it's as easy as cold hard cash. I cannot speak today, obviously. Sorry. Let's go. Well, he's right. It's locked. There's gotta be more clues. Okay, let's see. Well, yeah, it's locked. Do we dare go in the telephone booth that we got murdered in? I don't know. Let's see. I guess that's our only choice, right? Have you ever seen anyone actually use this thing? Yes. Besides Mr. Nuncreed? No.
Beck cupped her hands on the glass to peek inside.
That is not a normal phone booth. It's got like a blinky keypad. Why would there be a blinky keypad? Kren's and Nude Rug Store. I mean, Underground Secrets. The password.
Beck flung open the door and they all squeezed in.
Investigate Nuncreed's drugstore. I mean, that's not really the drugstore. That's... We saw it in an old episode. It was an ending. It's fine. Anyway. Alright, let's see here.
Luca cracked his knuckles and entered the letters into the keypad.
Underground Secrets. Sounds like that did something. Great, now what? I guess we... Oh,
the inside
shit.
of the phone booth dropped loose from its shell.
I saw it coming, but I didn't see it coming in the middle of a sentence.
Without even the space to panic, they closed their eyes, held their breath, and accepted their fate. Suddenly, the chaotic descent slowed to an effortless landing. It was unclear where they ended up, but at least it was solid ground.
Uh-oh.
The air was stagnant and smelled vaguely of chlorine.
I knew it. You knew that there was a secret hub full of strange tubes under the phone booth? Of course I did. Didn't I say that? No. Interesting. I definitely thought it. Luca, do you remember when I said how cool it would be if the trans-dimensional conduits from Hank Atomic issue number 12 were real? Rolo, at one point or another, you've said that about every technology ever discussed in Hank Atomic. That's why I'm such a good predictor. Stupid. It looks like each of these has something written on them. Oh, I'm going around. So, we were in here once before. Got murdered by Mr. Nuncreed, but we didn't see where we dropped to. So, this is, I guess, where we dropped to. Ooh, can we wear it? This suit has a broken mask. That's the one that we hit. So, have we found our mystery warehouse creeper? We've at least found their hazmat suit. If it walks like an Uncreed and talks like an Uncreed, let's not jump to conclusions. Just saying. I mean, he's got a point. Just saying. Mining Operations Alpha. You guys have mines here? Not that I know of. This town is all farms and fertilizer, and a series of tubes. Pa always says you can only trust a miner up to the point when they hit gold. Not sure how that wisdom applies in this exact situation. That's the thing about Pa, you don't always realize what he means until it's too late. Oh god. Perennial Harvest main office. That's where my mom works. What does she do? Science stuff? Is she involved in all of this? We just moved here. How could she be involved? True. I mean, she could still be involved. Valentine Fertilizer Warehouse. That one. That one. Isn't that where you almost got snatched? Yep. Why would Perennial Harvest have a tube going to the old Valentine place? This is starting to feel like something big. It is something big. They're murdering us for it. That's a lot of buttons. Yeah, it is. That's a lot of buttons. Stand aside, Earthlings. I've read enough of Tank Atomic to know my way around sci-fi tech.
Rollo's hands hovered
Oh
over the
no.
blinking button.
Eeny, meeny, miny. Yeah, I figured that's when we're going to. Rollo, what did you do? Nothing. I didn't even mow yet. Ooh, get out of the way. Get in a tube. Get in a tube. Hide. Where? There's nothing but weird tubes down here. Just get back. Go in a tube. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. 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 Awesome. I love Rollo. He's the comedic relief this game needs. You all need to come with me now. We're not going anywhere with you. Yeah, don't, because he's gonna kill us. Not until we get some answers. Mr. Underground Secrets. I told them it was an absurd password, but they love anything that makes them feel clever. They who? That's no matter. If I can keep you hidden until after the festival, I might be able to save your skins. We don't care about our skins. Hold on now, I like my skin. This all stops now, Nuncreed.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
You sound just like him. Who? My dad. Walt. You don't get to talk about my dad. You know, your father and I were friends back before
He gestured toward the strange tubes.
all of this. That's a lie. It's true, I used to bounce you on my knee. What happened? Same thing that always happens. Reality, complications, life. We were a team, Walt and I. An idealist doctor and a bright-eyed pharmacist. Both hell-bent on helping folks. So, you were his sidekick? No. We were partners. He helped the patients and I helped him. Yep, total sidekick. Obnoxious cats, shut your mouths. Oh my gosh. They're so noisy today. They act like they never get attention.
Nuncreed let out a growl of a sigh.
Luca, I need you to know this. I need someone to know this. One day, Sharper Valentine comes to us. Say he's got an opportunity. He's found something he didn't quite understand. And he was willing to pay us both handsomely to help him understand it. And my dad said no. Your father and I both believed in helping people. But the thing I could never get him to understand was, it's a lot easier to help others if you help yourself now and then. That's fair. Honestly, that's fair. Classic sidekick into villain plotline. Walt loved being righteous almost more than he loved his family. He was wrong about one thing, though. When he begged me not to take Valentine's offer, he said, "Joseph, if a person says yes one time to Sharper Valentine, he'll make sure they keep on saying yes to him until the day he's dead and gone."
He shook his head wistfully.
Sharper's long gone, but he's still got me saying yes. Is there a point to this sob story? Not really, no. Just an old man trying to delay what needs doing.
Nuncreed
He's
took
gonna
a
hurt
menacing
us.
step towards
Oh
the children.
no. I tried to keep you safe. I tried to keep you and Juniper out of this, but you forced my hand.
Luca began to laugh.
Oh no, we're laughing? We're laughing in this guy's face. He's about to kill us. Insult this man, please, because he's gonna murder us anyway. What? You really don't know? My Gran isn't out of this. She's been scheming right under your nose. Juniper? Seems like she's planning on crashing the town's party. She's going to disrupt the festival? Why would she?
Color drained from Nuncreed's face.
How does she know? Apparently, she knows a lot of things. What? Let's just say this isn't the only underground lair we've busted into today. And honestly, hers is way cooler. She's got maps and explosives and bad intentions, big man.
Nuncreed grabbed Luca by the shoulders. His eyes were frantic.
You need to tell me what she's going to do right now. She doesn't understand what it is she's messing with. Tell me now, she's in danger, boy. I don't know. She had a map with a mark on it, with a mark on the fountain in the town square. The fountain? But why
A
would...
jolt of realization struck Mr. Nuncreed.
The source. She knows about the source? What the heck is the source? If she tries to destroy the source, it could catalyze and... Dear God, she's gonna freeze us all. It's Gran that freezes everybody? Uh-oh. Bye. You all need to run. Run where? Away. As far away from this town as you can get. Head west and don't look back. That did not go how I expected. So... We're totally following him, right? Totally. See you on the other side. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what to think anymore with this story. It's crazy. They have you going, like, pulling you in all these different directions, and it's like, which one do you believe? Which one don't you believe? Who's the good guy? Who's the bad guy? Like, what's going on? You gonna stay? I love this town. Oh God, Beck. Beck loves the chaos.
Chapter 8. The Cold, Hard Truth. Beck leapt up, allowing the suction to yank her into the dark. Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera, as she seemed to cover great distance in mere moments. Her only points of reference were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed, only to carom her gracefully along. She heard the tinny, distant echoes of Rollo's glee. Once she stopped fighting against it, the ride was impossibly smooth. Then, all of a sudden, as if minutes had passed in an instant,
This is an end, isn't
light
it?
blazed into view. A burst of wintry air snapped
Oh, we're gonna
across
hit
her
the
face as
thing?
she was flung out into the cold.
We're gonna hit the grate. That was intense. Yeah. I think I might have parted with some fluids in there. Ew. Any idea where we are? Somewhere cold? Doesn't look like it got on any of us. It didn't feel like we traveled that far. Oh, Rollo, that's gross. So where did it all go? This place sucks. Why would anyone even want to blow something up out here? Only one way to find out, I suppose. Wait, so he threw up and it's gone? That's gross. We've got to catch up to Nuncreed. I think he went this way. Okay, let's go. Beacon Pines. Familiar? Yeah. Maybe we can clear off the snow. We can. No time, Nuncreed's getting away. Okay. They don't want us to do it this playthrough, I guess. Let's go. Okay, this is starting to feel really familiar. Yeah, you think? I may not be the most well-versed on all things Beacon Pines, but this does look like some sort of frozen replica of the town. Yeah, it does. Ah, I got it. It's so obvious now. Mr. Nuncreed is an alien. Rolo. Stick with me here. His species can only live in sub-zero temperatures. Oh boy, here we go. Yeah, exactly. Here we go. The source is their base camp dimension, so naturally they keep it cold. We found it by traveling through those metallic wormholes back there. Final objective, kill us all and shapeshift into a Beacon Pine citizen of their choosing. You never really had me, but you very much lost me there. You get used to it. We should keep moving. We should keep moving.
As they rounded the corner to the frozen town square, they spotted Mr. Nuncreed inching cautiously toward a pit at its center.
Uh-oh.
He held his arms out gingerly, as if approaching a beast in the wild. Upon closing the distance, Luca recognized what Nuncreed was after.
Gran
stood confidently at the edge, one arm outstretched over the abyss. Nearby, a wheelbarrow had been emptied out. She held a lit torch, which flickered in the bitter wind.
Uh-oh. Don't do it, Gran. We're all gonna die. Juniper, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I assure you this is not going to solve anything. If you drop that, we've doomed this whole town. Oh, it wasn't me who doomed this town. I've been watching you, Joseph. I know what you've done. Wait. And your co-conspirators? Gran? What's happening? Luca, you and your friends need to leave right this moment.
Mr. Nuncreed turned back toward the kids, desperation in his eyes.
Oh God. Listen to your grandma, Luca. This is between me and Juniper.
Rollo and Beck held
Oh
steadfast
God.
in awe.
But they're in love. Well, he loves her at least.
Luca approached closer. Mr. Nuncreed spun back toward Gran, his voice growing louder.
You got it all wrong, Juniper. Just hand over that torch. You don't understand what you're doing. How could I possibly trust you to do the right thing? Walt told me everything. He trusted you, and you betrayed that trust. Luca, did you know that this man's entire life is a lie? If it weren't for him, your father might still be alive.
Mr. Nuncreed winced with anguish.
Ow, that hurt.
His voice hardened.
That's not true.
They both now yelled, not to each other, but at fate itself, making their peace with long-held burdens. The wind howled with encouragement.
Walt was like a brother to me. We just had different ideas on how to affect change. Very convenient that your way happened to line your pockets. Now that's not fair.
They menaced at each other, both catching their breath.
Oh
The
no.
moment balanced on a knife's edge.
Oh no. Oh, we gotta make a choice here.
Amid a blur of emotions and memories, Luca's mind flooded with questions.
Okay.
The wind calmed, as if to give him the stage.
And in the stillness, he began to weep or hum. I feel like it's more fitting to cry, but I kind of want to hum. We're going to save that. We're going to save that. I'm sure we're going to have to come back to it at some point.
And in the stillness, he began to weep. It was all just too much.
I feel like this is more true to Luca's character, where he would probably like break down because it's too much of his dad and like knowing everything. But at the same time, I feel like if we get further and know more, we could just be at peace with it and hum. I don't know.
Falling to his knees, Luca whimpered softly. The tears crystallized as they hit the snow. Gran stared at Luca for a moment with warm sympathy, remembering why this was all necessary.
This will all make sense soon, Luca. Then everything can go back to normal. I promise.
She stiffened up and brandished the torch at Mr. Nuncreed.
You can't hide behind those people any longer, Joseph. Once their precious source is destroyed, we'll see where their loyalties fall. Juniper, don't.
Ignoring his final plea, Gran flung the torch into the deep darkness. She smiled and exhaled in relief. Mr. Nuncreed moaned in resignation. The torch
Are we
echoed
gonna-
as it
Are
ricocheted
we gonna
down
blow
the
up
hole,
in ice?
punctuated with a thunderous
Oh
thud.
no. Yeah, we're gonna blow up into ice. You see, Joseph, I've learned one very important lesson in life. If you want things to change, then you must be willing to...
Before Gran could finish, the ground shook her to silence.
Yep. And froze.
Gran only had time to spin around and run to Luca. Her attempt to shield him, an honorable but trifling act.
Yeah.
Unflinching love, pitted against an unthinking horror.
Wasn't gonna do anything, unfortunately.
There was no contest. Her warm embrace froze in an instant. That is where they remain, fixed in place, forever. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a town brought low by its secrets, sits the frozen statues of a misguided band of meddlers. The end.
Nope.
Well, that was dire.
It was.
On the bright side, we finally figured out where all the ice is coming from.
Right.
Now,
Exactly.
We just need to find a way to deal with a mystic, unfathomable force of nature.
Exactly. So we're gonna hum. We're gonna... Right? Yeah. Right? It's our only... Okay, well we could go all the way back here and be the chill cop, but for now I'm gonna hum.
And in the stillness, he began to hum. After the death of his father, Luca had trouble sleeping. Each night, his mother would sit at the foot of his bed and hum a gentle melody. It was the only thing that could calm his mind. The only thing that, however briefly, could make it all seem okay.
That's sad.
That melody pervaded every memory Luca had of his mother. Shivering in the raw snow, he began to hum it out loud.
You got this, Luca. Oh.
Gran lowered the torch, listening closely. As recognition slowly set in, her heart sank. Those countless nights of consolation, the incomparable loss they shared together. She let the torch fall to the snow and sizzle out. A few steps toward Luca was all she could bear before dropping to the snow herself. Through a flood of tears, she began to hum along, note for note.
Oh. That's so pretty. Oh. I think it wants me to press enter. I don't want to. That's so nice. It's so like calming but sad. It's really sweet. I like it.
Luca lifted his head in astonishment. The last time he heard that melody was the last night he saw his mother.
How did you know? How do you know? I'm so sorry, my little buckaroo. Buckaroo? The only people who call me that are my dad and your mother.
Luca blinked through blurry, watery eyes, trying to see more clearly.
Huh?
He could just make out the impression of a familiar face. He peered across
Shut
the
up!
landscape at the woman on her knees. Something about her was undeniably his mother.
No, you're lying. You're lying, you're lying, you're lying. What? Excuse me? This whole time, our mother has been missing, and she's here with us? This whole time, and we didn't recognize her this whole time. This whole time. She's been gone for like months, right? And we've been with our grandma this whole time, and we didn't recognize her? No way. You gotta be shitting me. The twists in this game never end. Oh my god.
Only smaller, older, changed.
Mom? That's right, Buckaroo. Mom? How? Did she get like...
Sprinted as fast as he could toward his mother.
Did she like, age somehow quickly? I mean, with this game being how it is, I wouldn't be surprised if somehow she like skipped forward in time and got older.
They held each other close, and the cold retreated from their bodies.
Oh yeah, because they said in the book earlier too that Juniper was buried a couple towns over. But his mom? Eleanor? I thought you were gone. You should have known I would never abandon my son.
Eleanor looked down at Luca, tightening her embrace in an appeal for forgiveness.
How? You're a smart man, Joseph. I thought you'd have pieced it together by now. You were exposed. Mom, I don't understand any of this. What happened to you? Where did you go? Why did you leave me? I never left you. I was always right here, Luca. Why did you lie to me? It tore me up, Luca, but I did it to keep you safe. I thought that getting answers would help us both move on. But the more I discovered, the more I realized the danger we were in. Until perennial harvest was stopped, I thought it better if everyone thought I was gone. You could have trusted me. These are bad people, Luca. They won't stop until they get what they want. They don't care who gets hurt in the process. Then what do? We have to stop them.
Joseph slumped into the cold, wet snow.
They can't be stopped. This is too big. I tried beating them at their own game. I'm done fighting fire with fire.
For the first time in a long time, her voice felt like her own again.
No more lies. I see now. There's a better way to stop perennial harvest. The cold, hard truth.
Luca gazed down at Nuncreed with pity. He looked small. Joseph stared into the snow, as if searching it for answers.
Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash. Let's go, Mom. Let's go. Aww. I mean, it's really sweet. I just, like, what happened? They don't really explain yet what has happened to her. You don't understand. He always wins.
Chapter 9.
Dang.
The Devil You Know.
Back up.
7 months ago,
The power of Christ compels you.
Eleanor Van Horn crept down the maze of sterile hallways under perennial harvest. She stopped in front of the large steel door marked Deep Engineering.
Deep engineering,
No
baby.
turning back now.
The person that died was in deep engineering, just say.
She raised a trembling hand. The stolen keycard worked as promised, and the door buzzed open with mechanical
Oh,
efficiency.
she snuck in.
She was immediately hit with the smell of disinfectant.
Ew.
It was some sort of laboratory. In one corner was a desk covered in papers. Across the room stood a tall metal pod with hoses protruding from its base. She rushed to the desk and began shifting through the piles of papers. They were experiment reports on something called Tempus Liquamen.
Tempest
There
liquid.
were dozens of them, every one stamped failed. Eleanor heard the sharp echo of footsteps approaching. She was out of time. Her eyes scanned the room, eventually landing on the strange pod. Muttering a curse under her breath, she dashed over and dove inside.
And that is what change is all about. Great. This guy. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Oh my god, I never want to see this guy again. Never. Never. Change is a choice. I am tickled pink that we will all be making that choice together. Oh yeah, because you're not telling them what's happening. So therefore, you're totally helping them make the choice if they don't know what's going on. Oh my god. How great is that? This man is a liar. Get him. You get him, Mom. Excuse me? I will not. I will not excuse you. I like that. I'm using that. This town has a dangerous secret and perennial harvest only exists to keep it hidden. Nonsense. They picked up the whole damn town and moved it right under our noses. You aren't making any sense, dear.
Mr. Kerr addressed the crowd with a sarcastic tone.
Imagine such a thing. It's absurd and just plain impossible. They promised they could fix the foul harvest. They told us they would clean this place up. We just had to leave town for a few days. But while they had us evacuated, Miss Hartford, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to. You're afraid of a lot of things, aren't you? You sniveling little worm. Get him, Mom. This is growing tiresome. A little help, please? Oh, no. Don't you all see? This festival is a sham. An excuse to have the whole town gather in one place. They're planning something awful. I don't know what, but these people are wicked. Don't listen to her. She has absolutely no proof. I am the proof. I'm Eleanor Van Horn.
Whispers filtered through the crowd.
I just hear the... Well, aren't you just as sneaky as... Aren't you just a sneak... Just what? La la la. Okay, collect it. Got it. Well, aren't you just sneaky as the dickens? We all knew Valentine's fertilizer was too good to be true. And now this whole town is paying the price. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so sorry about this disruption. My associates will take this obviously disturbed woman somewhere comfortable so that she can get the help she needs. Oh, God. Go, Nun Creed. Even though you murdered us, it's fine. She's not the one who's disturbed. You two-timing clown. Was he cheating on Mr. Nuncreed? T. I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. We all know there's something wrong with this town. It was just easier to look the other way. The truth is... What is Solomon doing? What the hell? Now Solomon's in on it? The little child? Oh my god. That's quite enough, Mr. Nuncreed.
Torment dragged on Joseph Nuncreed's face.
Yes, sir. He's like the brains behind it? The kid? The child? That he just said yes, sir. He told us earlier he could say nothing but yes. Oh no, take them away. No, I want them to see this. The ever tempestuous Eleanor Van Horn. You've been quite the thorn in my side, like a weed that's burrowed in where it doesn't belong. I must confess, you look dreadful.
He paused for a moment, plucking a piece of fuzz from his sweater and discarding it to the ground.
Consider yourself in rare company. You managed to pull one over on me. It won't happen again. I knew you had some sort of plan to disrupt our little party. But alas, I expected something a bit more impressive than incoherent rambling. No matter, your failures are yours to bear. Mr. Kerr. Yes, sir. It's a shame it was cut short, but I thank you for rousing not arousing. Jesus Christ. Ignore me. But I thank you for that rousing oratory. I will take it from here. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. You have done quality work for me, William. You can look forward to the recompense, like discussing a raise, it sounds like, we agreed upon.
Kerr gave a bow of deference.
Founder, you are most gracious.
Gasps rippled through the crowd.
Founder. Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket. In one smooth motion, he downed its contents.
Is he gonna be Mr. Valentine?
A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
You can all call me Sharper Valentine. It is him! The twists never end! They never end. Oh my god. The twists just never end in this game, do they? Do they? No. They don't. Great. Alright, well. Ew. Cochino. Take a shower.
A hushed horror gripped the crowd.
Oh my
This is
god.
a story about change.
It is a story about change. What? No. So you didn't see that coming. Good. No, I did not see that coming. Are you kidding me? I did once they freaking started saying yes to him. I did, but until then, I had no idea. No clue.
Sharper examined his new
Oh
hands.
god. Well, this is quite the improvement. Everything looks so much smaller now. Eleanor was right about one thing. The festival was a ruse. I wanted you all to witness my glorious return with your own eyes. Why does everyone look so downtrodden? This is a celebration, people. Maybe it would help if we set the mood. Mr. Kerr, be a dear and reveal the sign. Sharper Valentine Festival. Ha, wonderful.
Sharper choked out a crude squawk of a laugh. Frustrated grumbles sprinkled through the crowd.
Sharper, you malicious bastard. Yes, I agree with the old cranky man. Malice. Interesting. I'm glad you're back so I could tell you to your face. You destroyed this town. We ain't gonna let you get away with it again. Sorry, this is not the time for audience participation. Some assistance, Mr. Kerr?
William Kerr gave a subtle nod to the clipboards.
Oh, God. You coward! Does anyone else have something to contribute?
A helpless quiet settled over the crowd.
Fuck. I thought so. Did you all truly believe you could be free of me? A town of complete and utter fools. You people should be celebrating my return. You're clearly lost without me. And that leads me nicely to my children. Daddy, I gave you both the greatest gift a parent can give, the opportunity to prove yourselves in my absence. Squandered. To say I'm disappointed would be an understatement. But Silence, Augustus. An adult is speaking. Rude. Oh my God, the daddy issues. Jesus. I don't know which is worse, a son who is completely hopeless, or a daughter with such potential who inevitably lets me down. Eris, you fail me with admirable consistency. Thankfully, I was counting on it this time. Father, I have been wasting time, my dear. What have you accomplished? I was focused on cementing our legacy. Legacy? Who needs a legacy when you can just live forever? But what about... It's all right, kiddo. I'm afraid you suffer from a complete lack of imagination. There's just no helping it. Now then, where is Joseph? You didn't take the opportunity to slip off, did you? He has to say yes. He has to say yes. Ah, there he is. Everyone should give him a hand. None of this would have been possible without Joseph. I think you've said enough. Nonsense. The people deserve to know how helpful and loyal you've been. I only did what I did because he left me no choice. You always had a choice, Joseph. You were simply too weak to take it. No matter. Cheer up. You're about to be rich beyond your wildest dreams. You should follow Mr. Kerr's example. When I found him, he was in a sorrier state than any of you. An aging actor, desperate to recapture his youth. He played his part, and soon he'll be able to play the leading man again. Forever, in fact, if he remains loyal. So now there's immortality in the game. What doesn't this game have? I need to know. Anything? Anything at all? That goes for all of you. Well, those who haven't already frittered away my goodwill, Beacon Pines is mine again, and I am willing to share its spoils in exchange for absolute loyalty. Are you saying William Kerr was never in charge of Perennial Harvest? Ha! You think that puffed up Blatherskite could have accomplished all this? Dawn, I suppose it's time for your big exclusive.
Sharper addressed the crowd with indignant pride.
Get your pen and paper, Dawn. Let's
He'd
go.
planned this moment for so long that now, at the deed's fruition, it almost felt frivolous.
You see, I need a figurehead to hold things down while I orchestrated my return. Someone to misdirect, lie, and bilk this town for a spell. So I invented William Kerr. Take your bow, you've earned it.
Mr. Kerr flourished a preposterously elaborate bow.
Ugh. Gross. Patrick C. Montesquieu, thespian extraordinaire at your service. Yeah, you seem like a theater nerd. Coming from a theater nerd. Founder, I just want to thank you again for this opportunity. It truly was the role of a lifetime. Wait. So this Bill Kerr was a Pat C. this whole time? Now that your secret is out in the open, what's to stop this town from rising up against you? Oh, that's the delicious part. Fear. Thanks to our clipboards, I know what every each and every person in this town fears most, and I will make those fears manifest for anyone who steps out of line. The choice is simple. I'm not afraid of you. Ha, the young hero. I've kept a keen eye on you, boy. You and your friends made a habit of disrupting my plans. What a pity. If things would have gone a bit differently, you might have had your moment of triumph. But that's fate for you. You can't do this. Oh, but I can. I have won. Never underestimate what a great man can do given time. And now time is my plaything. Perhaps the most expensive thing I've ever bought. But well worth it. Ha!
Sharper coughed up one final laugh
So
and cracked
Eleanor
his knuckles.
got timed forward, and he's timed still. Oh, Jesus. Enough chit-chat. Let's get to work, shall we?
And so, Sharper set about remaking the town in his own image.
Oh, no.
The fertilizer factory soon reopened for business. Sales rose steadily as more and more farmers across the countryside began to swear by its miraculous properties. Beacon Pines became famous. A secretive town that, for the right price, shared its gifts with all. Gifts that became more and more necessary in a world where winters grew longer and longer. The end.
Ugh, I hate it.
This is wrong, but things are becoming clearer now.
Yeah.
You can feel it, right?
Uh-huh.
We can't let Sharper win. He might just be the key to this whole thing. Let's see.
Is there anything else? Malice. I don't feel like the chill cop is gonna do anything for us. Do I want to see it? Kinda. But I don't think it's gonna do anything. Yeah, let's go. This is where he killed us last time. Great. Malice.
There was a malice lurking behind those eyes. Like a trap ready to spring.
Music.
Luca felt the weight of Nuncrete's hand on his shoulder. Something wasn't right. He didn't know why, but something was telling Luca to get out of there.
Yep. I just want this all to be over. Of course, I'm sure it will all work out soon enough. I should get going. I told Roxy I'd check for Rollo at the treehouse.
Luca twisted free of Nuncrete's grasp.
Of course. Luca? You know your dad and I were good friends back in the day. You can come to me with anything. Anything at all. No thanks. Wait, can I go past you? Where am I going? Treehouse? Treehouse. Okay. So, I haven't played this in a very long time. This section, so it took me a second. Let's go to the treehouse. And you didn't get murdered by him this time. Ew, tell Solomon to go away. Ugh. I don't even want to talk to him. Nope, not doing it. Oh. Identify yourself, please. Nellie Modwell. I work here now. I was unable to locate you on our staff roll. Oh, I don't officially start until tomorrow. Mr. Kerr said I could come early tonight and to get a few things done. Hold, please. Clearance authorized. Thank you. Our harvest awaits. Nope. Let's go. Can I take like a nap? Rollo?
He aired a long holler into the woods.
Rollo. Rollo, wherever you are, I hope you're okay.
Luca felt his eyes getting heavy and plopped into the beanbag.
You wanna go Mimi's?
He conceded
He's
to
going
its
Mimi's.
lumpy embrace. Once again, Luca found himself in a vast black expanse.
Okay.
This time, he knew exactly where to go. He took a single confident step forward. The world flickered and pulsed. He found himself standing in front of the frigid air of a blazing campfire, the source. He plopped down cross-legged and gazed into the cold flame, waiting. Soon enough, the fire began to die out, popping sporadically, until all that was left was a single ember. Luca stood up and dusted himself off. He plucked the glowing ember from the cold ash, examined it, and slid it into his pocket. A keepsake. The voice of his father spoke behind him. "You made me proud, Buckaroo." Luca turned to face him. "Dad, what is this place?" A warm grin grew across his father's face. "A place where everything that has been and everything that could be all wait together." Luca found himself staring at his father's face, trying as hard as he could to memorize every single detail. "Wait? For what?" Another voice spoke out as Luca's doppelganger stepped forward. "That's up to you." Without knowing why, Luca began to weep. Is any of this real? Are you real?" Luca's father bent down to smudge away a tear. "Of course. I'm as real as the part of you that misses me."
Aww.
Luca turned to look at the older version of himself. "And you?" The doppelganger choked back tears. "I'm as real as the part of you that's angry he's gone." Does that make sense? Through his tears, Luca laughed. "I think so." His father pulled him in for an embrace.
I'm sad.
"Time to go, Buckaroo." Luca was startled from his dream by a banging on
Don't
the
forget to
floor.
hydrate. Make sure you're staying hydrated. I keep forgetting. Are you in there?
A commanding voice rumbled from below. Just as Luca sprang to lock the entry hatch, the door knocked open.
Oh. Oh shit.
Chapter
just like that?
5. Dangers big and small. Luca stumbled back. He heard the rope ladder creak under significant weight. Keeping his eyes fixed on the hatch, he inched backward to the balcony. As his hand grasped the door handle, Luca froze. A large figure clumsily wriggled up through the hole.
Roxy? Stop right there. Or I'll... Sheesh, I know it's dark and all, but I figured you'd recognize me. Who are you?
The large figure cocked its head inquisitively.
Did Rollo get older? Stop now or I'll clobber you with a baseball bat. Whoa, 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 take it easy. Luca, you need to get your eyes checked. It's me, Rollo. Uh-oh. Nice try, but I know you aren't Rollo. You're like one of his random uncles or something. Where is he? Ha ha ha. Uncle? Luca, quit messing around. It's me. If it really is you, prove it. Flaming chicken coop, Luca.
Luca's jaw dropped. He peered more closely at the man standing in front of him. Something about him was undeniably Rollo, only bigger, older, changed.
How? What happened to you? When I was running away, I ran into more people in those yellow suits. They grabbed me and dragged me away. What? Where did they take you? Don't know. They threw a bag over my head. It was cold and smelled like a swimming pool. Wherever Grand Mom went. I think it was an underground lab or something. They made my hands all big. Look.
Rollo proudly presented his hands to Luca.
Pretty sweet, right? I mean, it wouldn't be my first pick for a superpower. But beggars can't be choosers. Rollo, it wasn't just your hands. My feet, too? Dang, Paul just made me new shoes. Wait, Luca, why are you so small?
Luca moved to the side and pointed Rollo to his reflection in the balcony window.
What the?
His hands shot up to his face.
Holy Toledo! Rollo, what did they do to you? They made me drink some sort of green crud. Ew. Actually, it wasn't too bad. It kind of tasted like licorice. I passed out and woke up like this. And then I sort of smashed open my cage and escaped. Whoa, you smashed open a cage? Kinda. At least I think I did. It's all a bit of a blur. They had you in a cage? Who are these people? I don't know who did this to you, but we're gonna fix it. Fix it? This is awesome! Well, I'm just glad you're safe now. Luca, you don't need to worry about me. Sure, I got snatched, but look at it this way. I got snatched. I know where snatched people go. We finally have a lead on what happened to your we may finally have a lead on what happened to your family. Maybe you're right, but this all seems dangerous. Danger. Ha!
Rollo shadowboxed a few jabs.
I'll take them all on. Oh, hey fellas, what's up?
With a yelp, Rollo dove behind Luca.
Take cover. Did I come at a bad time? Who the heck are you? This is Beck. Sorry, something truly bizarre happened and I need help. I don't know where else to go. So you're just hanging out here with your large adult friend? No, this is my buddy Rollo. Me too, Beck, me too. This is your missing friend? One and the same. He seems a little old. I'll have you know this is a recent development. What the heck does that mean? Oh, I'm sorry, you're the one who just showed up out of nowhere. So we'll be asking the questions here. That's fair. How did you find us? Your silly little treehouse? I think you mean our silly little mission control. I hate to break it to you, but your secret path isn't so secret. And I could hear your racket from a mile away. See, Luca, this is why we need to improve security around here. Not now, Rollo. Becky said something bizarre happened. Yeah, but...
She shot a nervous glance at Rollo.
Anything you could say around me, you can say around Rollo. This has been a weird day all around, hasn't it? Yep.
Beck's eyes narrowed.
Okay, so it all started when I made it back home. My first order of business was to try and salvage my hair. So I dyed it with some stuff from the chemistry strip my mom gave me. It looks pretty badass if you ask me. Okay, just need to play it cool and hope no one notices. Notices what? Oh, nothing, I was just... Come over here and let me have a look. Oh, honey, what in the world did you do to your hair? I just kind of felt like a change. This is going to take forever to grow out. You were the one who said that change was a good thing, right? I was talking about your mother's new job. I was talking about us moving. Well, I guess I just took your lesson to heart.
Ilona tried to put
Fair.
on a smile.
Fair. Before I forget, I came up here to tell you that Nellie had to go to work. Tonight? Her and Mr. Kerr decided it would be good for her to get some things done before tomorrow. That cursed guy seems like a grade A creep. Beck. He is! Him and his weird cult of a personality. We are not going to ruin this job for Nellie. If it means too much to her. Oh, I know exactly how much it means to her. It means enough for her to exile her own daughter into this podunk town. This place sucks. The people are weird. You don't know them yet. It's always cold. We're in the mountains. You'll get used to it. I can't even pick up a single decent station on the radio. It's all banjo music and farm reports. You know, I grew up in a town not that different from this one. Is that why you're better at talking to plants and people? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. First of all, you're grounded. Oh. What? In the morning, I'll have Nellie come and see what we can do about fixing your hair. You need to look presentable for the festival. But not another peep.
She sighed, and after a moment, looked down at Beck sympathetically.
I know moving is hard, honey. But that doesn't mean you have to make yourself miserable all the time. Other people seem to have that covered for me. Oh, and if you decide to rebel by dyeing your hair more...
She flashed a sly grin and tousled Beck's hair.
I'll just shave it off for you. Think of how rebellious you'll look then. Very funny. Thank you. Good night, sweetie. Good night, Mom. Wait. First of all, this town does not suck. Second, you need help because you got grounded? No. I'm sorry you got in trouble. It's my fault your hair got screwed up in the first place. Don't worry about it. I actually kind of like this look. Great, can we get back to the story now? The next part is the important bit. I have this radio I upgraded with my mom, and I was too angry to sleep. So I tried to dial in something worth listening to. Mr. Kerr, are you there? Mr. Kerr? Yes, I'm busy. What is it? Apologies. I have the founder on the line. Patch him through immediately. One moment. Hello, sir. It's so nice to hear from you. Skip the pleasantries. What's your report on our new lead researcher of deep engineering? Nellie Modwell seems to be integrating nicely. At this very moment, she's working to help us meet our deadline. She's offered to work overtime before I even had the chance to suggest it. Excellent. And you have faith that she's capable of finishing the work left by her predecessor? Her work must be complete before the festival. Yeah, the freaking predecessor that we found in the dumpster and held their dead hand, and then flung their dead arm off? Oh God. I will make sure she stays day and night until it's accomplished. Good. You know how I feel about loose ends. Yes, sir. Once she has finished the work, we need to make a determination regarding her long-term prospects in the company. Immediately, sir? I usually have more time to fully bring people into the fold. We are in the endgame, Bill. After your failures with Dr. Prescott, I can't afford to take any risks. Of course, sir. No loose ends, sir. Once she finishes the work, she will either leave the office completely committed to perennial harvest, or she won't leave at all. Perfect. Sir, if I might suggest, maybe we should delay, just for a bit. Oh? It's just, we seem to be rushing to hit this festival deadline, and rushing into things has caused some issues in the past. I see. Please understand, I just want what's best for you. I am eternally grateful for all that you've done for me. Bill, I'll make this very clear for you. Hi, Randall. Welcome in. You missed a lot of crazy bullshit. I'll be honest. I brought you in to make things run smoothly, not to have opinions. Of course, sir. Chin up, Bill. You're only a few days away from having everything you ever dreamed of. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Whoa. Yeah. Just so we're clear, when they said loose ends, they were talking about murder, right? Like actually killing someone? Capital murder?
Luca gave Rollo a quick elbow to the ribs.
Who is this founder? I was hoping you guys would know. Nah, as far as we know, Kerr is the top banana at Perennial Harvest. He sounded scared of this founder guy. So we have an even topper banana on the field. What the hell is my mom caught up in? I know my skipping schedule is bad, but you work nights, so of course it's bad. Has she talked about the job much? Not really. She said she was going to come in and continue the work of someone she respected. I'll rewatch later. No worries. Luca, do you think that the body at the warehouse was the person Beck's mom came to replace? That would make sense. Beck, it seems like Nellie's predecessor got, loose-ended. I'm getting that impression. Okay, so we need to get your mom out of there before the festival happens. That's 2 days away. Won't she just come home after work? The creep on the radio said they were going to hold her there until then. So if she's not coming out, we gotta go in and get her.
Beck flicked a large sheet of paper out of her pocket and slammed it on the floor.
Ooh, excuse me. Maybe this'll help. You have blueprints? Well, it's really just a welcome mat for my mom's PH orientation day. But it shows the layout. Sure looks like blueprints to me. Look, here's the reception area. There's a big room marked Founder's Office. It even has the exits marked. Guys. We have a deadline. We have an objective. We have blueprints. You realize what this is, right?
To wiggle with
We're gonna
excitement.
do a heist? We're gonna do a heist? I think we're heisting. This is officially a heist. Hell yeah, what Rollo's wanted this whole time.
Chapter 6.
That's crazy. We were just at chapter 9 and we went from 5 and now we're at 6.
The heist.
The heist.
They spent the night's end huddled around that small map, formulating a plan to infiltrate the headquarters of Perennial Harvest. It would be no small feat, a modern facility equipped with all manner of technology, not to mention the swarm of clipboards that would most certainly be scattered throughout.
Interesting. Give me 1 second. I'm checking on something really quick. Okay.
By the time the sun began to peek through the car window used as a makeshift balcony door, all were in agreement. This could just work. The final day before the festival would be used to prepare. They'd need to pool every resource at their disposal, pull every favor with a thread, even enlist some unsavory characters around town with important tasks only they were suited for. Luckily, there was enough ill will and mistrust toward Perennial Harvest that alliances could be found at a bargain. Luca, Beck, and Rollo rubbed their eyes as they exited the treehouse. They hadn't slept at all that night. There was no time. The festival was to begin in 1 day, and they each had their assignments.
For the heist. Alright, quick recap. Rollo, you're gonna talk to Roxy. Cordially. Without her and Fitz, this whole thing could go bust. Me? Cordial is my middle name. Yeah, right. Uh-huh. How do you plan to explain your
He
new
waved vaguely at Rollo's sizable figure.
circumstance? Bah, she'll be so happy I'm alive, she won't even
Beck
notice.
snorted an involuntary giggle.
And Beck, you're sure Iona won't just shoot this whole thing down when she hears it? She'll listen. Once she understands the danger Nellie is in, the danger we're all in, the plan will make sense. Okay. That leaves me with Geoff, then Iggy. How are you gonna persuade them? I'll think of something.
They each looked at each other with sleepy confidence and nodded.
Well, Godspeed. Okay. Where are they all? Who's Geoff again? Not you, right? Won't even let me talk to you, so of course Geoff. Isn't Geoff the one by down here, actually? I might be wrong. We'll see. No? Where's everyone? Guess Miss Fratelli is getting ready for the festival. Where is everyone? There he is. Hey, Geoff. What can I do you for? Well, I know how much you hate perennial harvest. Hate's a strong word. Oh, sorry, I mean, I didn't say it was the wrong word. Gotcha. So we're gonna break into their headquarters, and I thought you might be able to help.
Jeff wheezed out a long snicker.
You see, I knew your kids were alright. Great, so you'll help?
The joy in Jeff's face drained instantly.
Not a chance. But give me one good reason I stood to risk my hide aiding and abetting you rascals.
Looking into the sullen eyes of his would-be accomplice, Luca blurted out the first word that came to mind.
Shit. Shit! Yeah, it's all shit. I still ain't helping. Ain't that some shit? Stupid.
Luca wasn't ready to give up so easily. He shouted out again.
Let's keep going. Fight! I've done enough fighting for one lifetime, and more than my share of losing. Time's come to hang up the gloves. Nope, we're gonna keep going. We're keeping it going. Hide!
Jeff's brow perked up.
What'd you say? Go ahead and hide then.
Sensing some traction, Luca carried on with vigor.
He said, be a little bitch then. Do it. I dare you. Let a bunch of kids do what needs to be done. We're not afraid.
Jeff's scowl faded with a sigh.
Say what you will about old Geoff, and they all do. But you'll never hear him say I hid from nothing.
One good stomp of the foot
Is
was
it working?
all Jeff needed to drive his point home.
What was it you kids needed? Hell yeah! Hell yeah, we got him. We got him. See, these old men, you just have to challenge them. You have to be like, oh yeah? So you're a little bitch? You can't do it? I'ma do it and I'm a kid? I'm 24 years old and I could do more than you, bitch? You afraid? And he said, let's go. Some sort of disguise. I've got just the thing. And while we're at it, that crate should come in candy. This ain't gonna be free, you know. I'm thinking 5 bags of sour gobs should cover it. Put it on my tab.
Luca offered out his open hand to seal the deal. With a firm and dusty grip, Jeff
Dusty.
reciprocated.
Done. Swing by first thing in the morning. We got him. Okay, now we have to find Iggy and Trish and Tish. Where would they be? Oh, that was easy. Hey Tish, look who it is. Luca, are you here to try and tickle us to death again? Look, just hear me out.
Iggy raised an eyebrow suspiciously.
We're listening. Iggy, I know we've both been giant bags of shit to each other.
Iggy gave a reluctant shrug.
You're not wrong. But lately, life has been kinda strange, you know?
Iggy considered the point.
Things have been weird around here. So, I'm offering a truce and asking for your help. What do you say we break our hostilities, at least for now? We do like breaking things. Even if a truce means less breaking things. What if I told you there was a way to have a truce and break stuff? Go on. I need you to cause a distraction so I could sneak into Perennial Harvest HQ.
A wild-eyed grin spread across Iggy's face.
My, Luca Van Horn, I'm impressed. And after all this is done, maybe you and Tish can come hang out at the treehouse sometime.
Iggy glanced over to Tish, who nodded in agreement.
Fine. But not because we want to see your crappy treehouse. We just like to cause chaos.
With a quick nod, Luca was off.
Yeah, we got him. Did you hear that, Tish?
Iggy gazed up at Tish with a smile.
He invited us to hang out at the treehouse.
A single tear ran down Tish's cheek.
I never expected this day to come. Aw, how wonderful. That's kind of cute. They actually like us. They just bully us because they're bored and want to have something to do.
Into the hive. A good heist requires preparation, and thorough preparation takes time, something they had precious little of. So far, everything was in order. Jeff, Iggy, and Tish all agreed to do their part. Beck radioed Luca that night with a simple and covert message. "We are locked and loaded on my end." And Rollo, after a lengthy confession, managed to persuade Roxy and Fitz to help. He stowed away in mission control for the night to avoid attracting attention. Rollo, being uniquely suited for the role, would be the first to breach Perennial Harvest. The outfit provided by Jeff wasn't perfect, but a convincing disguise is 10% wardrobe, 90% confidence.
Fair. Fair. Very fair.
Rollo took a few vigorous breaths and shook out his arms.
Not the mustache. It's just a stash and a tool belt. Just stay calm, Rollo. You can do this. Got your delivery here. A delivery? I don't have anything in my notes about a delivery. One moment. I'm so sorry, but there's no delivery scheduled for this morning. Right.
He had to think quick.
That's because this goes directly to the founder. He asked that it be kept secret.
Rollo sighed, adjusting his tool belt.
You know how the founder can be. I suppose we can leave this one off the records. Our harvest awaits and such.
With a stroke of his mustache, Rollo proceeded into the Perennial Harvest headquarters.
Got him. Our harvest awaits. Package here for the founder. Oh, I didn't hear anything about. Yeah, this is a need to know kind of thing. I'll just check.
He stammered and flipped through the pages of his clipboard.
This goes directly to the founder. I don't have the time to fill you in. Oh, I see. If you could just complete this form.
Rollo interrupted with urgency in his voice.
Every time with the forms. Look, if you want to explain to the founder why I'm late, well, it's your funeral. I'm sorry. What did you say your name was again?
Rollo panicked.
Our harvest awaits. Sir? That's a restricted area. Excuse me, sir. Our harvest awaits. Oh, Rollo. Couldn't think of a name. You could have just said John Smith. Yeah, I know it's a basic name. My parents couldn't think of anything. Ready to light this candle, Tish? Yep. Suck on this, perennial ham fist. What was that?
The distraction was enough for Rollo to regain his confidence.
Just open the damn door. I've got a job to do.
The clipboard fumbled around in a frenzy.
I should check on that noise. Oh, come on. Just buzz me in already. Okay. Ah. Phew. Well, that was close. Oh, there's Luca and Beck. Our harvest awaits. Hey, I figure. When in doubt, stick with the classics. Well, that was a close one. But you pulled it off. Nice work, Rollo. Alright, everyone knows what to do? Yep, deep engineering is to the north. I'll go with Beck. In case she needs some muscle. I'll head east to the founder's office. You two be safe. Let's go. That's odd. There's not even any cups for the water. It is weird. I'm gonna get lost. I'm gonna get lost. Oh, good lord. Oh. Solomon?
Solomon stopped in his tracks.
Luca? What are you doing here? It's a long story. Are you okay?
A
No, he's
familiar
not okay because he's the
confusion
founder.
flashed across Solomon's face. His words rushed out dramatically.
He's the freaking Sharper. No, I am most certainly not okay. Someone strange. Some strange people grabbed me and... Were they in hazmat suits? Yes, how did you know? They brought me here and locked me up when they were distracted, and when they were distracted, I ran. Dude, he is playing such a good game right now because he's like, oh, let me see how much information he knows by thinking that I'm telling him good information, and then it's gonna screw everything over. Dang, okay, you should stick with me. We've got a plan.
Solomon's facade briefly faltered.
We? Yeah, Rollo and Beck are headed to deep engineering. Thank heavens you found me. We've got to get out of here. We can't leave just yet. But they'll catch us again. I've got to do something first. When you were running, did you happen to see a door marked Founder? Founder? Why were you looking for him? I'm not. I just need to get into that office. Now that you mention it, I do think I saw a door that said Founder. It was just down this way.
Luca happened to notice a plaque above the door.
Office of the Founder. Knocking comes with consequence. Oh, here it is. So it is. It's pretty lucky that I ran into you, otherwise I might have missed it. Truly unfortunate.
Luca tried the handle.
Locked.
Solomon leaned forward to examine the mechanism.
Regrettably, it seems to be some sort of electric lock. I don't see how we could possibly defeat a lock like that.
Luca smiled and looked at his watch.
Let's just wait a minute. I don't know what sort of funny business you're up to, but I like it.
She mimed a quick hat tip and ambled off with a whistle.
Howdy. Good afternoon.
The light on the keypad changed from red to green.
How did you do that? It's good to have friends. Quick, let's get inside before someone spots us. Yep. He's in there with the
Switched on
Founder.
his walkie-talkie.
Rollo, I'm in. As expected, there's a control panel. Great timing. We're stuck at a locked door marked 24601. Need you to get us through. What if someone catches us? We should get out of here. I'm not leaving my friends, Solomon.
On the
Or should
computer
I say
screen, a green
Sharper?
cursor blinked in a password field.
Surely you don't have a way to get around the password.
Luca pecked out his best guess. Underground secrets. The screen blinked to life. Columns of green numbers glowed on a black background.
Oh, Sharper, not so clever, are ya? How did you just guess that? Oh, it's this absurd password Rollo heard when he was down here before. It's funny how someone arrogant enough to call themselves the Founder uses such a basic password. Or they were thinking several moves ahead, not expecting anyone to guess something so simple. These villain types always end up outsmarting themselves.
Solomon's jaw clenched into a half smile.
Your powers of deduction are as impressive as your luck.
Luca quickly scanned the columns for number 24601.
Rolo, I think this should do it. Bingo bango, doors open, Luca. You never fail to impress. What is that slippery lout even doing down here? We have a friend whose mom is in trouble. We're here to get her out. I see. Oh, Luca, I think we're close. The next door is marked 13806.
Once again, Luca scrutinized the numbers on the screen. In that moment of distraction, Solomon reached forward and pressed a large red button.
Maybe this one opens the lock. Crap, we've got company. Luca, must go faster. 1 sec, I can't think with all this
He
noise.
quickly skimmed the screen with his finger.
Here it is, 13806. Go, go, go. Curse these fumbling hands. My apologies, Luca. Don't beat yourself up. I know you were just trying to help. Sure they were. Oh man. No water cups. Rolo! Let's go. Rolo, are you okay? Rolo, come in.
Mr. Kerr approached with a sneer and spoke into his walkie-talkie.
You can turn off the alarms. They're trapped.
With self-satisfaction, he called into the hallway.
That, my dears, is the dead end. Nowhere to run. Rolo, where are you? Are you okay? Yeah, I think we lost him. Making our way back to Nellie's office. Oh no. Okay, you two rabble-rousers are coming with us. It's them. Nope. Oh, get him! Right in the freaking nutsack. Make a break for it. Did that little shit just kick me? Oh, was it his knee? Looks like she hit him in the balls. We taught her to kick people. Woo! Don't just stand there after them. Okay, I think that worked. Roxy and Fitz have gotten them on a wild goose chase. Am I having trouble following what just happened? Like I said, it's good to have friends. Rolo, how long do you think Roxy can distract them? How long can Roxy keep someone so pissed off they can't see straight? Let's just say we've got time. Entering Nellie's office now. Mom! Oh, honey, what did you do to your hair? I thought you'd be happy. I finally used the Young Chemist lab kit. You sure have a knack for making me incredibly proud in the most frustrating ways. We need to get you out of here. We? Who is your adult friend? Oh, I'm not an adult. Ever heard of a growth spurt? I had more of a growth spew. No, that's not possible.
Nellie leaned over to examine his teeth.
Substantial banding on the enamel of the molars consistent with Tempest Lucamine exposure. Is that what you call the gunk they forced me to drink? You drank it? Oh no. They told me it was only being tested on plants. Oh, Beck, sweetie, I promise I didn't know. Mom, what the hell is going on at this place? I was brought here to work on a discovery of a lifetime. A novel chemical compound was discovered under Beacon Pines in a wellspring they called the Source. They named it Tempest Liquimine. It pulls energy from its surroundings in order to fundamentally alter matter's relationship to time. It was the secret to Valentine's fertilizer. They harvested the Source, infusing small parts of the Tempest Liquimine into the product. It worked wonders, drastically accelerating plant growth. Crops would be ready to harvest in the fraction of a time, but it led to complications. The foul harvest. Perennial harvest came in to clean up the mess, to succeed where Valentine failed. But Tempest Liquimine is rebellious. Rebellious? You could think of it as a manifestation of change itself. It's volatile by its very nature. So the more you try to force it to do a specific thing, the more it resists. Yes, I can relate to that. My role was to finish the work of my predecessor, Dr. Prescott. Harnessing Tempest liquamine to reliably manipulate an organism's age. Just imagine how many people we could feed. Mr. Kerr was very insistent that we achieve a successful result before today's festival. But you didn't, right?
Nellie sighed.
You know how much I love a good puzzle. I poured myself into the problem, but it wasn't long until I discovered oddities in Dr. Prescott's notes. Oddities? They contained obvious errors, mistakes that someone of his reputation would never make. So I fixed them and now I get to replace my entire wardrobe. I really am truly sorry. Man, those clothes were all hand-me-downs anyway. Sounds like Dr. Prescott figured it out and got cold feet and intentionally sabotaged his own work. I had considered that possibility. I've sent a letter asking him to clarify his thinking. Mom, Dr. Prescott is dead. Kerr had him killed. What? I overheard them talking about it on the radio. That's why we gotta get you out of here. I just... like, now? Wait, the vial! I finally solved the chemical equation allowing direct control of aging. Mr. Kerr picked it up just before you came. All the more reason we gotta hightail it. Luca, we've got Dr. Modwell heading your way now. Roger that, be careful. Alright, everything's on track. And what is your plan for escape? We'll go over everything when they get here. In the meantime, maybe we can dig up some more info. Malice 80 proof whiskey. A hard drink for a hard man. Wow, even his alcohol is arrogant.
Solomon muttered inaudibly.
I should just smother you right now. What was that? I said I shouldn't bother you right now. Don't be silly, you're no bother at all. Oh god. Let's see what else this bad boy has on it. Security system. Time card logs. Payroll. You know, for being so evil, this guy sure is boring.
Solomon once again muttered under his breath.
Just you wait. Huh? Oh, nothing.
Luca tugged on each of the cabinets.
Dang, this must be the good stuff. They're all locked. Perhaps he's not as careless as you suspected. Or is he? It looks like the founder was helping Kerr plan the festival. Why would such a secretive leader be obsessed with a party? Only time will tell.
Luca held his hand up to the ashtray.
Still warm. He must have been in here recently. I wonder. I'm really sorry you got dragged into this mess, Solomon. You needn't worry about me. Well, I feel bad either way. We're gonna get you out of this, I promise.
With a subtle, quivering lip, a smile crawled across Solomon's face.
Here
We
they are.
heard the trampling of frantic footsteps from the hallway.
Lock it, lock it, lock it. Locked. That was close. When we left Nellie's office, it was swarming with clipboards. We barely got away. Did they follow you? Uh-oh. Yep. Rolo. Before we start tossing blame around, is it possible someone ordered a pizza? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Definitely not pizza. What now? Don't look at me. I'm officially retiring from the heisting business. We're so sorry for the inconvenience. We just have a few quick questions. Just let me think. Can someone watch the door? Of course. Oh god. Open it. Open it. Everyone else, huddle up. Oops. I think this little caper has gone on long enough. Solomon, no. Hush now, child. The adults are speaking. Dr. Modwell, a brief reintroduction is in order. We've never met in person, but we have corresponded. You see, it was I who hired you. Solomon, the pathetic orphan child. The powerful and enigmatic founder. Sharper, who had fallen progenitor who created this town. Perennial harvest, Valentine fertilizer, all connected by a single thread. Yours truly. But
Her
that's...
eyes searched the floor in thought. Solomon watched eagerly, waiting for the flicker of epiphany. With a sickened look, she peered into his soul.
Ha, yes, now you've got it. Liquis Tempest Liquimine. You discovered how to reverse the process.
Solomon clapped with genuine delight.
Very good, Dr. Modwell. Very good. Though the discovery wasn't intentional,
Solomon glanced down, examining his youthful form.
and the effects went a little too far for my tastes. That's why you needed me to finish Dr. Prescott's work, which you did admirably. Mr. Kerr, the vial, please.
Kerr presented it with a theatrical twirl of the hand.
May I present to you the eighth wonder of
Before he
the...
could finish, Rollo snatched the vial from Kerr's palm.
Get him, Rollo. Wow, this stuff sounds pretty valuable. Be careful, you fool. You have no idea what you have in your hand. Actually, we do. You just did a whole evil villain monologue thingy about it.
Rollo casually tossed the vial to Luca.
Gosh, maybe I'll have a taste.
Luca jiggled the vial mockingly.
Seize him! Luca? Over here! Move another inch and I'll smash it.
She held it tightly behind her back. Solomon sighed, speaking in crisp, measured syllables.
You have no plan. I'll smash it, I swear. Fine. Risk killing us all. Or if you're lucky, nothing happens. Then what? We capture you and grant you much less leniency.
He pursed his lips with feigned sincerity.
But I give you my word, if you hand it over now, none of you will be harmed.
A deep uncertainty washed over Beck.
You're a smart girl, Beck. There's no shame in getting outwitted by someone smarter than you. We both know there's only one way this ends.
She looked to Nellie shakily. With a dispirited nod, Nellie sighed in defeat. Beck slowly approached Solomon.
That's a good girl. Beck, don't do it. We can't trust that jerk. I'm sorry, he's right.
With apprehension, Beck conceded. Solomon pocketed the vial and brushed off his shoulder with a
Beck.
sharp flick.
Mr. Kerr, you have allowed yourself to be humiliated by a group of children. Report to my office tomorrow for a performance review.
The blood drained from Kerr's face.
Of course, sir. But first, you have a speech to make. Trot out there and give me the introduction I deserve. And don't forget to smile. Yes, sir. And to think, all of this is thanks to the efforts of Mr. Van Horn. I don't understand. How is this all because of me? Ha, I said Mr. Van Horn, silly child. Dr. Walt Van Horn. Your father was always a thorn in my side. I offered him an opportunity to be a part of something great. But the fool was blinded by righteousness. He even broke into my laboratory in an attempt to sabotage my work.
Solomon shook his head with gratification.
But the universe has a funny way of correcting course. By meddling with a force he didn't understand, Walt showed me its true potential. As fate would have it, Luca, your father's dying act was to grant me eternal life.
A muffled applause resonated faintly through the walls.
Well, that's my cue. After the festivities and my subsequent ascension, I will return to deal with you all. Until then, I suggest you use this time to reflect on the magnitude of your failure. You three keep post outside the door. Well, crap. Yep. can't believe Beck sold us out like that. I'm not sure she had any other choice. So what now? What's the plan? I don't have one. Of course you do. You always have a plan. Rollo, you just need some time? Rollo, it's over. We lost.
Nellie was staring at the floor, deep in thought.
Sorry, Luca. Give me a minute to calm my mind. Hey. I'm sorry, Luca. I did what I had to do. I know. It's just... we were so close. I've got a feeling that eventually Solomon will get what's coming to him. Time wounds all heals. Well, time seems like less of an issue for him now. Luca, there's something you should know. After Mr. Kerr locked me in the office, I had nothing but time and curiosity. I poked around a bit, hoping to find a means of escape, but I found something else. A note, hidden in a false drawer. What sort of note? Dr. Prescott must have sensed his time at Perennial Harvest was growing short. So he left behind a letter, with the hope that it would be found by his successor. It was a confession of sorts. He left it for me, but its contents... Luca, I think they were meant for you. What? What did they say? It was about the incident with your mother. Dr. Prescott found her in his lab with a stolen key card. There was an accident. She had been exposed to extreme amounts of Tempest liquamine.
The color dropped from Luca's face.
Did she... is she... She survived. Dr. Prescott decided to help her recover. He no longer trusted Perennial Harvest, so he kept her whereabouts a secret. Over time, your mother led him to reconsider the purpose of scientific discovery. Science is often at the vanguard of change, but that doesn't mean it's always right. He realized that no one should have control over something as powerful as time itself. I now believe that's why he began to intentionally sabotage his own work. And that's what cost him his life. That's a reasonable conclusion.
Luca was overwhelmed with emotion.
But if she's alive, where has she been? Where is she now?
A sudden explosion sounded from the hull. Chapter 8. Comeuppance.
Comeuppance.
Ears still ringing.
They'll get their
Grin
comeuppance.
picked herself up off the ground. Through the dust and smoke, she looked over to see Mrs. Fratelli helping Hiram Tolliver to his feet. She'd had to beg, borrow, and steal to acquire those explosives. How many nights had she spent visualizing how she'd use them to make things right? And now, her one shot at destroying the source, that damned hole that swallowed so much of her life, was gone. Traded for this jagged hole in a wall and a foolhardy shot at rescuing Rollo. With Fratelli and Tolliver at her side, she stepped through. It was a strange feeling. The last time she'd stalked this maze of hallways, it was in a different body. They quickly rounded a corner to find a group of clipboards guarding a door. Something worth guarding is probably something worth seeing. She leapt forward, brandishing her cane. If her last chance at vengeance for things lost was truly gone, she would just have to fight to keep what she still had.
Okay. Gran, what are you doing here? Luca, what are you doing here? We're here to save Nellie. We're here to save Rollo. Hey, Miss Luca's Gran. That's awful nice of you, but I'm fine. Oh no, what did they... Gran, there's no time to explain. We have to go now. Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash.
They made their way out from deep within Perennial Harvest, just as Solomon finished up his speech.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
We've got to stop him.
In one smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
No. Well, I guess that's it. We lost. I wouldn't be so sure about that.
With a mischievous
Did
look,
she,
Beck
like,
elbowed
poison it?
Luca. Remember when I had the vial behind my back?
Beck! I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little... change.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little change.
Like pocket change? You're an unlucky penny. Yeah, I plopped it in the vial when it was looking. What's that gonna do? No idea. That's the beauty of science. Oh god. Now we observe. You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
What's it gonna do to him? Holy crap, he's a baby? Yeah, but he's still Sharper, right? What he was no longer matters. This is an innocent child. I apologize for all the harm my father has caused you.
Eris awkwardly cradled the squirming child. She looked to her brother, her voice shaking with uncertainty.
Augustus, what do we do what Valentines always do? What must be done? I'll hurry home and prepare a crib for father, a young Sharper. That would be a great help. Thank you.
She looked back down at the infant with equal parts kindness and terror in her eyes. With a shake of her head, Eris addressed the crowd with a stern scowl.
Okay, everyone, the show is over. You may leave now.
Epilogue.
Huh? Epilogue? Excuse me?
Beacon Pines' coldest summer on record came and went without much fanfare. Folks shared what they had, and none were left wanting. The new school year was ushered in by the falling leaves of autumn. After everything Luca, Rollo, and Beck had been through, middle school was bearable. The chill of winter.
What are we
didn't seem
doing
to
right
bother
now?
people
This
much.
doesn't feel like... This doesn't feel concluded at all.
They kindled a hope for a better future in their hearts. When spring arrived, farmers planted their crops with a sense of joy and optimism. And as the dawn of the first day of summer came again, its light slowly spread through the shallow valley. It crept over the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, and came to rest on a young boy sleeping at dawn, his mind at peace, knowing he is here for a reason.
This doesn't feel concluded at all. That's it? He turns into a baby, show's over, nothing happens? Yeah, right. Rollo, are you up yet? Roger that. It's a beautiful day at Mission Control. You gonna swing by? Be there in a minute. I don't like this. This doesn't feel right. They're planting trees. A little higher. Yep. A little lower. Yep. Little higher. Yep. I'm telling ya, the angle isn't the issue. I need more power to the. We need more power to the radio. Luca, there you are. Would you tell him it's not the angle? Hey, I'm not in charge of antenna redesign. Fine, fine. Iggy, just don't do anything drastic until we get back. Who, me? Tis, you're in charge while I'm gone. Yep. They'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. If we really want Mission Control to turn into something bigger and better, we have to loosen our grip a bit. You're right. Lead the way. Check in with Becca at her house. There's Beck's parents. I don't like this. This doesn't feel concluded at all. I got all the bunny babies. I have news I think you'll enjoy. This morning, I unpacked my last box. You're officially moved in. It's just a box. Let's not blow this out of proportion. Sounds an awful lot like putting down roots. I guess I decided this place is root-worthy. You're gonna be stuck with me for the foreseeable future. I do have to warn you, most years aren't going to be as interesting as this one. I think I'll manage. Ready? Before we go, there's a bit of a surprise. My mom's prepared this tree especially for you. They didn't have to do that. It wasn't just them. Just about the whole town pitched in. We all owe you. It should do okay in the cold of old Beacon Pines and thrive as things warm up. That's perfect. Treehouse Wild Ride, huh? Ah, you got it. Now that's a good-looking tree. Being a special occasion and whatnot, this ride's on the house. You're gonna want to hang on tight to that little tree.
I think this is it. The end I've been waiting for. Honestly, I'd begun to lose hope of ever finding it. But then you came along. I don't know exactly how to thank you. It's hard to explain how much this means to me. It's funny, now that our time together is finally ending, I'm at a loss for words. Let's just watch the end together.
Okay, let's do it. Very sweet. Done. A good little tree. The best little tree. Thank you, children. This means a lot. Yeah, thanks for everything. Shucks, I only did what any super awesome best buddy would have done. We should probably give you some time alone now. You good? Yeah, I am. It's been a wild year. How are you feeling? Everyone keeps asking me that. I'm fine, really. Pasta's the only thing fitter than a fiddle is a cello. I feel like a dang cello. Well, if you ever stop feeling like a cello, I'm here for you. I know. You don't even have to say it. You two make an awesome pair. Excuse me? We're a trio now. Yep. Thanks. I guess there's just one thing missing. There's just one thing missing now that you're a part of our group. Missing? Let me tell you a little story about a man named Hank Atomic. Oh God. I won't be long. We'll be waiting for you back at the phone booth. I found the perfect way to start our summer. You've got some good friends. I'm so proud of you. Your father would be so proud. I know. Mom, can I ask you a question? But we never, unless like she told us recently, we never found out that this was Mom. We found out in a different save than this that this was Mom. Do you ever dream about Dad? Not a night goes by that I don't. Are you ever afraid that you're going to forget him? Forget what he looked like? Forget his voice? No, because so much of him lives on in you. He loved that old tree, but I know he would have loved this one more, because his two favorite people planted it. I'll give you two a moment. That's sweet. Hey, Dad. Dr. Modwell says that over the next few years, this place should warm up. So you won't have to be so cold for much longer. I think I finally understand why you left that night. There were things you believed in. Big things. Those beliefs were the things that made you, you. If you wouldn't have stood up to Sharper, stood up for what you believed in, you wouldn't have been the same person anymore. You had to go. But that didn't mean you loved us any less. I might not visit you as much as I used to. I know you understand. I was about to say it wasn't letting me press anything. Okay. I can't press B? Oh. Wow. I didn't expect to cry. Wow. Woo. That was a really good game. Okay. Get my thoughts together a little bit. So, I will say, I'm not the biggest fan on how that did end. But the whole story to get there is crazy, and then, like, being there and having it end on the screen with your dad, it's, like, very touching. I guess my reasoning for not being super happy with the ending that I got, I'm assuming there's more than just that, I don't know. I did miss things, so there is, to me, a big possibility that it's not just that and that's it. But I didn't like that. One, if we had a potion to make ourselves younger, why didn't we do that for our mom, and why didn't we do that for Rollo? If that exists and there's a way to find it, why don't we go back and find that so they live normal lives again? And to me, I think, okay, this guy is a baby again, right? What's to stop him from growing up and making the exact same mistakes over and over again? And who's gonna be there to stop him once that happens? If anyone. So I'm just kind of like, I absolutely love this game. There's like nothing, even if this is the only ending there is, I still am in love with this game, in love with it. I am like so incredibly glad that I found this. If you haven't played this and you want to, it's on Xbox PC Game Pass, and I'm assuming normal Xbox Game Pass. You can get it for like the first month or week or something is $1. After that, it's $9.99 a month. You could play it. I played it in 3 days, over the span of about a week. But there's nothing that would stop me from saying I don't like the game. I think the story was crazily good. There's crazily, ridiculously good story. I haven't had a story that did that many twists and turns well in a very long time, if ever. Like, the fact that it had all these twists and turns, and it didn't feel cheesy to me. Maybe to other people it did. Oh, is there more? Okay. Maybe to other people that some of those twists and turns felt cheesy, but to me it didn't. And that is crazy, because there were so many times where it could have gone in a weird or bad direction, and it didn't. It really didn't. And so I just think that they did a beautiful job with this game. The art is beautiful. It's a really good game, and I highly recommend, if anybody even has a little bit of a smidge of wanting to play it or wanting to see what else this game has to offer, then I highly recommend it. I don't know if I'm going to be playing the rest of this on stream, because I might have to replay everything again. I might have to, I don't know, to be able to go back and get those. So if I do that, I might do it in a video instead of a stream. If you guys want that, I guess let me know in the comments. But yeah, it was a really good game. Thank you guys for hanging out with me through the playthrough. I cannot believe I finished it, and I cannot believe that that's how it ended, and I really want to go back and see what else maybe could have happened if I 100%ed it or something. But yeah, thank you guys so much for recommending this to me and going on this crazy, ridiculous, unexpected journey with me. I can't wait to do more games like this in the future, and it's an amazing game. Alrighty guys, thank you for hanging out and watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.